Well, hello everyone. It's Lynette with Grammy Crochet. Today is Saturday, the 26th of March, 2022, and this will be Charm Chatter number 289. I looked those things up, so I think I'm accurate about that. I have a little bit of a cough and some laryngitis from some seasonal allergies, but I am fine. I do not feel bad. It just is what it is. So, what are we going to talk about today? I'm going to update you. I know it's been a few days. It's been like, I think Monday was when I was live shopping in the yarn room. So it's been a few days. I apologize for that. But I do have some things to show you today. My daughter moved, so I spent a lot of time helping her move. And most of the projects that I'm working on are skinny yarn and tiny hooks. So you know what that means. They don't go very quickly. So there's not a lot of progress, but I'll show you what I've been up to. First of all, we have a reminder that the crochet calendar, hashtag crochet calendar 2022. The hashtag is CGC crochet cal 2022. For this little cup cozy this month, this is the Annie's crochet calendar. Let's see, there it is. And this is the project for this month. Pardon me again. You have till the 31st. So if you haven't put a picture up on Facebook, get to it because this is a quick one. You will be winning a $25 gift card to anywhere that you want that I can buy it with U.S. funds and get it to you. It'll be winner's choice. Due to shipping costs, I'm just going to throw it out there. I am just going to do gift card giveaways, I think, at this point, because it breaks my heart to spend so much money on shipping when it could be money spent on yarn. So I'd rather you be able to spend the money on yarn or other fun things that you want instead of shipping. So that's going to be that for pretty much probably most of my giveaways from this point on. So anyway, this month is this, and this is the one that I made. And it's just scrap kitchen cotton. It was a real quick project to make and really kind of fun, and they're really cute. You could make it taller if you wanted. I wish mine was a little taller. It is what it is. I'm not redoing it. So one of my, if you put a picture up on my Facebook group page, which will be linked in the description below, put the hashtag, make sure I put the hashtag so that I can find it at the end of the month. When I draw on the 1st, we'll pick a winner, but I will also show all of your pictures on Facebook. From Facebook, I'll show at the end of the video, and you can show off your work. Next month, April's project is a little more time-consuming. So, thankfully, I have a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Eager subscriber who was jumping ahead. And thank God she was, because this is next month. If you do not have the crochet calendar on any month, if you do not have the crochet calendar, you can do a similar project. So for this project, this is a blanket and it's flowers hooked together. And you crochet them together as you make them. And you can make them into anything. I'm making a curtain for this window right here. What was I going to say? Gosh, I have totally no concentration. Krista from the Secret Yarnery has a pattern. It's called the Never Ending Shawl, which is a similar pattern to this. And she has a video tutorial for it. There's probably more that you could find. You don't have to use this pattern if you don't have the catalog. You can still participate. So anyway, I'm so grateful that people were jumping ahead, because this is a time-consuming project. It's a little more time-consuming than the others that we've had so far. And I know I did not, if you can see, there's a brown square in between the flowers that connects 4 flowers together. I didn't want to put that brown square in there either. Oh, excuse me. My curtains in the kitchen that I did from Krista's Secret Yarnery Never Ending Shawl pattern. The flowers just connect to the flowers. In this pattern, you add this little square. Well, this is what I have done so far. And I'm going to tell you, the way that you put the flowers together, unless you can come up with a better way, which I didn't put the brain power to it to figure that out. If you don't put the squares in, you get this big gaping holes like this. Like my head fits. So, bearing that in mind, I'm putting the squares in. And if I had thought about it in advance, since I'm doing a flower garden for a curtain, I'm just looking at these are the squares are the dirt and the leaves, because it is a very pale pink or green that I'm using there. It looks white, I see in the camera, but it's a very pale green. I wish now that I have 3 of them in there. I wish now that I would have done them one brown and green and one green and brown, because and then alternated them that way, but I didn't. So for my curtain, this is how long it's going to be. It's like 46 inches across the top of the curtain. It's a short, wider window. 2 rows across will go across, but that'll be deep enough for a valance. I want some side down, down the sides a little bit, like a swag. So I think I'll go 1 across all the way, and then I'll go 3, and then 2, and then 1. And that should probably cover half the window, more than half the window. And so that's how I'm going to do it. 3 on each side, then 2, then 1 to make the sides. So I would say I'm about halfway through. But I've worked on this a lot already on like I said, my daughter moved, so I didn't have much crochet time this week. But I did get that finished there. And I'm using ice yarns with that. The same yarn. Don't mind me, I'm hiding down here. Probably should have brought been easier to bring the bag up. This is all Ice Yarns Natural Garden, and it is a cotton bamboo. And I'm using the yarns that I'm using to make the activity ball for my great niece. I think I showed you the shark. Oh, he's got strings hanging on him. I think I showed you the baby shark. It's way bigger than what I thought. And did I show you my school of fish? The baby's room is being done in baby sea creatures. Of course, I know the elephant is not a sea creature, but it's me, so the elephant had to go on the purple one. And then we have a whale. I know I showed you the starfish behind the flap that's hiding. And a jellyfish. And an octopus. And last night before bed, I made a clownfish. That was my own design. Terry from the Secret Yarnery, Terry from Yarn Joy Podcast has a tutorial on how to make the ball. And the original activity ball does not have all sea creatures. This pattern I definitely came up with on my own. This pattern I came up with on my own. The octopus is part of Terry's tutorial, which I will link the tutorial. I have a playlist of all of them if you wanted to make one. But these are all from different designers. And I'll see if I can link them as well. Then the yarn is, like I said, the Natural Garden. It's a cotton bamboo linen mix. It's soft, but it's sturdy. And it's not, there's no halo, so it's really nice for a baby toy. You know, she'll be able to chew on it, or you can still throw it in the washer. It'll be fine. You know, she's not going to get fuzzies in her mouth. And it's like a durable, sturdy yarn. I really like it for this project. I made my kitchen curtains out of this yarn. No, I'm sorry. I made my kitten curtains out of Natural Garden. This is a Lara. And it's a cotton acrylic mix. It's very nice. It's softer than the Natural Garden. And that's what these curtains are made out of too. And I think it's like a number 2 weight. So for the activity ball, I'm using a 3.25 hook. For the curtains, I'm using a 3.75 hook. Tiny hooks, tiny hooks. I did get caught up with my Nan's Next knots. So I'll show you what I got going on with that. Now this, I'm using a good size hook. I'm using a 6mm hook, and I'm making a shawl. It's called the Easy Stash Buster Shawl, or by Brianna K. I will link it as well. My main color is white, and this is all big twist. It's either soft touch or tranquil, except for one is not big twist. So this one is the white, and it's my basic color. Last week's color was my number 6, which is the one that's not the big twist yarn. And this is Soft Secret by Yarn Bee, and the color is called, it's a secret, pink. And this week's number was 3. This is the Soft Touch yarn. And the color is called yellow. Love it. This was the first repeat that we've had in all of our Luck of the Draw 5. So I am making this shawl, and it's a big flowery. So it's okay. So it's a triangular shawl. So this is the side this way. So it goes like this. I'm trying to get it in. This is all to the purple is the side down. And now you're starting and coming back up. So this will be this side. And this is coming back down this way. So that's how you make it. You put them together as you build, you build it as you crochet them. And so now I'm coming back down the original side, and I can also start up this side. So my next square really is just going to go right here. This one I think felt like I had to put it there. So this is the actual V of the shawl. And then this will come up this way, and this comes up this way. So that's where we're at, and it's going to be real pretty and flowery. I like it. I like it a lot. I wish I could make it faster, because I think it's going to be real pretty and springy. It's not going to be done until summer. That's okay. I'm patient. I can wear it next year. And I can wear it in a, chilly evening. And but you do get chilly evenings sometimes, even in the summer. So that's all caught up. I didn't do last week. I am doing the Jada and Stitches Tunisian crochet. I didn't bring that up. I really I take it to work and I make like 1 or 2 rows a day on the days that I work. So even though it's just a washcloth and it's the 26th of the month, it's not done yet. So not worth showing you. Now, I started another project. And we went yarn shopping in the yarn room for this project. Pardon me. On Monday. And everyone graciously helped me pick out 3 colors that I thought I needed for the shawl that I'm making. It's a rectangular shawl. And I want to make it for my knee doctor. After I didn't buy the pattern. It's by Expression Fiber Arts. It's called Quietude. I did not buy the pattern until I had the yarn picked out. I wanted to make sure that I had enough yarn in a yarn that I wanted to use for summer. I have a lot of yarn. I don't want to buy yarn for a project at this time. Pick a different pattern was going to be it took me several days to decide on a pattern. Then it was going to be, you have to pick the yarn. And if I didn't have enough or the right kind of yarn for the pattern, then I would have gone with another pattern versus buy new yarn. So we originally picked out, this is the Natural Garden for my yarn. You don't mind the crinkle. But we picked out this to go with, I thought it was 3 colors. This one is called, I think, pink. This one is light salmon. And we were using white. So the shawl was going to be these 3 colors. Well, once I got the pattern and downloaded it, I realized it's 5 colors in the shawl. And so luckily I had enough. And I added fuchsia and dark salmon. Well, the fuchsia is actually going to be last. So the colors are going to go, I know, all the crinkle is driving you crazy. The colors are going to go like that, with white in between each one. I have 6 colors of this. The last color I have is lavender. I'll show you because it's here, since I haven't put it away yet. And I'm not using that in the shawl. Just the pinky colors, pinky tones. So I'll show you what I've got done so far. So you work the pattern. Excuse me. Let me get a quick drink here. Okay. Now this yarn is cotton bamboo linen. It doesn't necessarily feel soft, but it's so thin and drapes so well. It'll make a nice wearable still. And it'll probably soften up a little once it's washed. So you make the pattern goes this way. And it's sections. So the first section, the first block is the first color. Then you use the, like your color B to separate the blocks. I have 2 more rows of the white, and then I will go into the light salmon. I think that's what this one's called. Yeah. Then I'll go into the light salmon, and I'll do the square of that, which I think is bigger than I could be wrong, but I think there's more rows. So the salmon, and then you do the white block again, and then I'll go into the dark salmon and then the fuchsia, but white separates each one. It's working up relatively quickly I'm using you use 2 different hooks on this. So I'm using a 4.75 and a 5mm hook. This also is like a 1 or 2 weight yarn. It's very thin. I'm going to say it's a 2. I know I don't like normally working with thin yarns, and I'm out of these projects with these tiny yarns and tiny hooks. It's not that I don't like working with them, and I love the finished products. It's just that they take so long. But you get such great stitch definition and drape out of the thin yarns. I love that. But the projects seem like they never get done, right? But this, because it's so lacy, it actually is working up very quickly. And I am loving it. And I kind of want to make two. One for the doctor and one for the patient. And this is definitely the natural garden. So that's the projects that I'm working on, gang. What are you guys working on? What do you think? I think this is going to be beautiful. I think it would also, even if you just followed the pattern and didn't change the yarn, but you used one of those like Cotton Kings or whatever, and it just let the colors flow as you go, that would be gorgeous as well. I think it would be, it's such a pretty pattern. I think it would be pretty even in a solid color. But this is the way the pattern is written. This is what I'm doing, and I am loving it a whole lot. And I'm thinking maybe I'll just make one in solid purple. I don't know. We'll see how long it takes me to finish this one. Next month, I am hosting the Amigurumi Wars. That will be a actual prize, not because I already have the prize purchased. I purchased it a while ago. So that will be starting April 1st. I will have two separate videos. One will be on the, finishing up the Amigurumi Wars will have its own separate video on April 1st. And then all my other stuff, and the winner will be picked also on April 1st for the crochet calendar for March. But there'll be separate videos, so look for two videos then. The Amigurumi Wars is, if you're not familiar with it, Anita from YOH Crochet is the all-around host of it. It's a collab where every month a different podcaster is hosting. Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet did it last month. I'm doing it this month. I don't know who's hosting next month. But we've asked that you send, as the host, I ask that you send in patterns, links to patterns, not the actual pattern. You don't send me the actual pattern, but the link to the paid patterns. There'll be 2 that I'll draw out of what you've sent in, and 6 free patterns or tutorials that people can go to and learn to make the amigurumis. I made this, I only did one for this month. Excuse me. It was a butterfly, and I gave that away already, so I can't even show it to you again. So she gone. But the child I gave it to was my great niece that's having a baby sister. And I made that blanket for her, and I had it up here. She loved them. So that was awesome. That was real fun. And next month we'll pick new ones. And I have a lot already, so don't feel obligated to send more because I have plenty to pick from at this point. And I appreciate that everyone that sent them in. I will be doing a collab again with Rose for wings for the summer. So get your hooks and patterns together. I can't give any more details. I'm just so excited to be working with Rose for wings again this year that I had to let the cat out of the bag. I can't keep a secret. So I think, I'm looking around, I think I talked about everything that I needed to talk about today. I appreciate you coming and joining me. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing, being part of my yarn journey and my yarny friends. I do not have a blanket project right now. So I wish in my last video somebody says to me, what, no blankets? No, I don't have a blanket going. So I apologize for that. Maybe next month, who knows? But I'm not making a blanket out of the crochet calendar blanket. So probably not next month, who knows? But that's next month. We'll see what happens. That's all I have for you today. As I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.